you want to play in the Olympics, and that included this year, but is there something to be said for a little bit of a break? It seems like you've been working pretty hard since the college season started way back in the fall.
For sure. I think it'll be really good for myself and my body. Obviously I would love to be at the Olympics, and that's something I can work for and, hopefully achieve one day. It gives you some motivation to want to be there. But yeah, I think it'll be definitely good. I feel like I've been nonstop go since like probably September of last year. So almost you're getting close to like a full year of just playing basketball nonstop. So it'll probably be a little weird for me not playing games. But I think it's definitely gonna be good for my body. And then additionally, like we have time for us to like practice and really work on things that we need to work on going into the last 15 games or so of the season, however many it is, that are really important for us too.
Look like
Yeah, I think, taking a week probably to kind of do whatever I want to do. And I told Chrissy, I was like, it's probably going to feel really weird. Like I feel probably I'm going to be like anxious that I'm not touching a basketball, but like I need to not. I think it'll be really good. And then obviously get back to Indianapolis and really just be there training for 3 weeks with the team, and then try to do a bunch of stuff on my own, basketball wise and then strength wise. Really just take advantage of every opportunity that I have.
you feel mentally and physically, you feel great, or
Honestly, I feel pretty good. I think the beginning of the season was probably the most difficult for me, just the adjustment of, first of all, playing in this league, and then second of all, the schedule that we had of, playing a game, having a day off, playing a game. Like there wasn't much time to really practice and learn my team. And I think once we really kind of got into a flow and got a few wins under our belt and had a little more practice time, things have kind of settled and flowed a little better. So I feel like I'm definitely trying to, feel like my feet are definitely getting under me more and starting to build more and more confidence. And, I think the more time I have to really work with my team and, work individually on things that I want to get better at too over the course of the next few weeks will only give me more confidence too.
Speaking as a whole, the progress that you guys have had in your recent 20 games, what do you credit that to in the success you guys have had as of late?
Yeah, I think, once a team can get a few wins under their belt, they can start building confidence. I think that certainly helped us. I think obviously our schedule has slowed down a little bit of like, a game, and we have a few days in between. We're having an off day here and there, a little more of a normal basketball schedule. And, we're also just a young group. So it's going to take time for us to really understand how to play with one another, to learn our teammates. And, obviously AB and I are like in our first and second years. So just learning one another. And I think that comes with game experience. And you're seeing that the more we're out there actually playing in games together, you can really tell our chemistry is still building. And I feel like we're kind of just scratching the surface, and there's so many areas that we can still continue to improve. And at times we show glimpses where we're really, really good. And then at times we, aren't all connected for four quarters. So I think it's continuing to find a way to put 4 quarters together.
On and off. That's how much you believe or maybe hope it's more than just a moment of time for the WNBA. Part of them.
Yeah, I definitely think it's that. And I think it's much more than just women's basketball. I think you look across the board at all, women's sports, and people are really, invested in it and show up for it. And that's only going to grow. Not only women's basketball, obviously women's basketball has kind of been at the forefront of all of it. And for good reason, as it should, across the board, whether it's college women's basketball or the WNBA, like it's been really, really good. The talent level has been really good. But you look at soccer, you look at softball, you look at, whatever sport it is, and it just continues to grow. The numbers continue to grow. And for me, as somebody that's like grown up playing a bunch of different sports and supporting a bunch of different sports, like that's the coolest part it is for myself. So I try to soak it in and enjoy it. And I definitely think it's more so a movement than a moment, 100%.
I love something.
Okay, when who's playing good ball, is it easy to get your shot going?
Yeah, I mean, I think Aaliyah's been really good over the course of the last however many games. Like she's just been absolutely dominant. And I think that is because of how we've kind of tried to understand to play with each other. And that was going to take time. It wasn't always perfect at first. But when we can get going in transition and our pick and roll is really good and she's finishing around the basket, people kind of have to pick and choose what you're going to take away, especially in the pick and roll. When you have her rolling to the basket, there's only so many options you can do. So I think for us, like the more we play together, the better it's going to get. But I'm super proud of her. I think she still has so much room to improve. Like she's going to be so good, and like she's just scratching the surface. So I'm really excited about it.
Got 2 more to go.
And with Melissa Smith on the other side of that, kind of like you described the season, the slow progression, it seems like she's battled some things, but kind of coming into her own with how you guys are.
Yeah, this is really good. I think she can just do so many different things offensively. I think she's just so athletic. I always try to look for her when she's running the floor. So I think, you know, when we have multiple people in double figures, that's when you see us really have success, whether it's 5 players, whether it's 4 players. That means we're sharing the ball, we're moving the ball. That's really hard to guard. The defense struggles in what to take away. So I think Liz has been really good as well.
Got last one, Matt on Zoom.
Hi, Caitlin. Obviously, you guys are focused on getting a win right before the Olympic break. Was just curious if the league has reached out to you at all about the 3-point contest.
Yeah, I don't know. My focus is on this game tonight, and then we'll turn to All-Star, and then after that, but need to be Dallas. So